honourable member for Corangamite.
Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker. I'm not quite sure where to start after that contribution from the member for Shortland. I don't think we much understood anything of what she was saying, other than all we do know about those opposite is that they will often say whatever they can, no matter what the truth of the matter is. And we've just seen a fine example of that from the member for Shortland. But I want to start off my contribution by addressing a comment made by the member for Lingiari in this debate. This is an important debate about community services. But I have to say, what the member for Lingiari did in the comment that he made about the Foreign Minister was an absolute disgrace. He said to shut her big, fat trap. That is the most disgusting, misogynistic, sexist comment that I have heard in this chamber for a very long time. It is a very serious matter, Mr Deputy Speaker. It is an appalling thing to say to any woman in this chamber, and I would call on the member for Lingiari to write a personal letter of apology to what he has said about our Foreign Minister. It is, and I look at the member for Jagga Jagga, and you would be equally disgusted. It is a terrible thing that was said about any woman in this House. And I have to say it is a disgrace, and I call on the member for Lingiari to do the right thing for all women in this chamber and to write a personal letter of apology. Mr Deputy Speaker, there is so many ways in which we are contributing to the community. In my electorate alone, millions and millions of dollars are flowing into my community in a whole range of different ways: disability, health, family violence, community legal services. And we haven't heard anything mentioned from those opposite about our Stronger Communities Fund. This is an initiative of our side, of our government, where we will be providing $150,000 in every electorate to support community organisations build stronger communities. It's really unfortunate when there has been a fair degree of bipartisanship on this particular initiative that we haven't even heard it mentioned. The National Disability Insurance Scheme. One of the most significant contributions to our community in a generation. And what have we heard from members opposite? Absolutely nothing. We are so proud to be hosting the National Disability Insurance Agency headquarters in Geelong. More than 3,300 people have already reaped the benefits in the Barwon trial. And let me just remind members opposite that when we came into government, we inherited an efficiency dividend, a cut to NDIS support packages that the member for Jagga Jagga would know all about, of $44.9 million. We reversed that cut. That's one of the very many ways in which we are reversing the damage caused by members opposite when they were in government. The NDIS is a once-in-a-generation transformation for people with a disability, and we are proudly leading the way in rolling out the NDS right across Australia. Mr Deputy Speaker, I want to refer briefly to the battle, the terrible scourge of ICE, and there is again a lot of bipartisanship in relation to this issue. 10 or so days ago, I visited Foundation 61 and met with Rob Litsky. He provides long-term rehabilitation, and he does an incredible job, this organisation. 100 people are on his waiting list. People are dying on his waiting list. And at our Geelong Region Eye Summit, and these Eye Summits have been made a joke of by members opposite, excuse me, Mr Deputy Speaker, but they are reaping a lot of results as we feed that into the National ICE Task Force. I have supported the call for more funding for long-term rehabilitation beds, and we see here, Mr Deputy Speaker, that the State Mental Health Minister, Martin Foley, has not, and that's very unfortunate because, as we know, ICE is not a 9-to-5 problem. So, and Mr Deputy Speaker, we need to keep the bipartisanship on these important issues, and it is very unfortunate what we are seeing opposite. So rather than play politics, let's join together to fight this dirty scourge. So across my community and across this great nation, we are contributing in so many ways to building stronger communities, and I'm very proud of the contribution that our government is making. Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker.